Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Powell yesterday stopped raising rates. I'm going to paraphrase for you what he said, what's going to happen, and how it's going to affect you. First of all, Powell is a liar. If you recall, it was back in 2015 when Yellen started to raise rates. Now, she raised rates only 6 times and stopped, compared to Greenspan raising rates 17 times in 24 months. So think about it. Greenspan raises rates in 24 months 17 times, and Yellen only raises 6 times in the same 24 months. Why? Because she knew the economy could not take these rate hikes. The people just couldn't handle it. So Powell comes in, and he starts raising rates on March 2018. He starts picking up where she left off. And if you recall, when he started to raise rates, the president got very angry. And the president said he's nuts. He shouldn't be raising rates. And do you remember what Powell said? Powell said, I'm my own man. I can raise rates, and we need to raise rates. We need to get back to normal rates, 5 to 6%. And we can do it, because this is the time to do it, because we have the lowest unemployment rate ever. We have the fastest economic GDP growth ever. We have the best wages ever, highest capital investment ever. And I'm getting all this from my lapdogs over at Fox, of course, Payne and Varney. They're assuring me this, and also being assured by Larry Kudlow. So they're assuring me everything's fantastic, so it doesn't matter. There's inflation from when Yellen raised rates. And it doesn't matter that the China economy is slowing down and the global economy is slowing down, because we're so strong and our consumers are so strong, it doesn't matter. So I'm raising rates. I'm my own man. Trump's not going to tell me what to do. And we got a great economy. So it comes out yesterday, and announces, I'm going to stop raising rates. And he says he's stopping raising rates. Here were his reasons. So I'm stopping raising rates because China economy is slowing. The global economy is slowing, and inflation, okay, is too high because of the rates that have been already the rates that have already gone up since Yellen, and also I'm going to stop selling the treasuries. Remember, the Federal Reserve bought $4 trillion in treasuries from 2008 to 2012 to drive the interest down from 3.7%, the interest we pay on our national debt, down to 1.8. So we had $450 billion on our balance sheet. We drove it up to $4 trillion, and I'm going to start cutting, and I'm going to stop raising those rates, or stop selling those treasuries. Remember, they're selling those treasuries to get back down to $450 billion. So, because every time they sell treasuries, remember, their interest rates go up. So he says, well, now I'm going to stop selling treasuries too. Well, wait a minute. He just told us back in March, when he first raised rates, that he knew inflation was going up because of Yellen already raising rates. He's raising rates, and because he's selling treasuries that to lower on their balance sheet, their rates would go up. Now he's telling us just the opposite. That's why he's stopping. So this whole deal means they've got to start cutting rates now. And the stock market, this whole collapse in the market, okay, that we had since October 5th, that whole collapse, that 20% drop, okay, and then they created this fake rally, or short covering rally. Here's the problem. The reason why we had the 20% drop, because since May, when the market started to rally, it couldn't handle it. The banks weren't going up. And the market was going up, but the banks weren't going up. That's always going to turn into a correction. You got to have the banks leading. So now what happens is, October 5th, because the banks were not going up with the market collapsed 20% because of all those high interest rates. Now they do a short covering rally. Well, here's the problem. We have the same rates, the same high, they didn't cut the rates. So how can, if it was the high rates that made the market go down 20%, they forced it up with the same rates. So how does that help us? They got to cut those rates. So don't listen to them. Listen to me and join my gang, because we're going to take advantage of this, because they got to start cutting rates again. So you want to be on the right side of this. And if you're with me, be a member, philsgang.com, and follow me on my color-coded chart with my algorithms. We'll always be on the right side. So Powell did cave to Trump, and Trump caved to Pelosi. That's unbelievable. Join my gang today. See you on the charts.